Hello everyone, I Deepika, student teacher of Arm Institute of Education, Greater Noida, to deliver a presentation on the topic Gender Budgeting as a Tool of Women Empowerment. What is gender responsive budgeting? Budget for equality? What does it mean? It means, it's simple, it means that the man and woman get the equal piece of public budget pie. Gender budgeting is a great tool to achieve the gender equality. Gender budgeting is looking at the budget for the gender line, say that the public fund will be equally distributed according to the needs of women and men. It doesn't mean there are two separate budgets for men and women. It means the budget while the gender perspective has been taken in consideration in all the phases for planning to implementation in order to equally serve the different needs of man and woman. Do you know the government incorporate the gender budget in the union budget every year? The finance minister famously used the phrase Nari to Narayani, highlighted the government intention to the focus on women-centric issues in the budget.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I draw the attention to the women of India. Nari to Narayani.
India had introduced the concept of gender budgeting much earlier in 2005-2006. Gender budgeting is a formulation of program and a scheme that are gender sensitive. The purpose of gender budgeting offer public services and monitor expenditure from a gender perspective. This concept will incorporate to address the gender inequality in the society. Gender budgeting is a powerful tool for achieving gender mainstreaming so as to ensure that the benefit of development reach women as much as men. 2005-2006 central government introduced gender budgeting as a tool for women empowerment in India. Gender budgeting is well technique of women empowerment. Women is critical to the process of development of a community as well as economic growth. The development process in reality needs to ensure gender equality. Gender budgeting is the way for women in development to bridge the gap that exists between men and women. It directly promotes the women development through allocation of budgetary fund for women programs or reduce the opportunity for women empowerment through budgetary cuts. But now, under the gender budget, there are program and fund allocated to women empowerment. For example, 2019 gender budget had allocated rupees 2500 crore for maternity benefit among another program. Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana is a maternity benefit program run by the Government of India. It was introduced in 2017 and is implemented by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. It is a conditional cash transfer scheme for pregnant and lactating women of 19 years of age or above for the first leave birth. It provides a partial wage compensation to women for wage loss during childbirth and child care and to provide the condition for safe delivery and good nutrients and feeding practices. Another example, the Nirbhaya Fund is an important budgetary allocation for women safety. Nirbhaya Fund was announced by the Finance Minister in his 2013 budget speech, which government contribution of rupees 1000 crore for empowerment, safety and security of women and girl children. The fund is administered by Department of Economic Affairs of the Finance Ministry. 2020, the Finance Minister announced to 28,600 crore for women specific schemes. There are a lot of schemes for women empowerment. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme, One Stop Center scheme, Women Helpline scheme, Ujjwala scheme, Working Women Hostel, Ministry approved new project under Ujjwala scheme and continue existing project Swadhar Grah, Nari Shakti Puruskar, awardees of Sri Shakti Puruskar 2014 and awardees of Nari Shakti Puruskar, awardees of Rajya Mahila Samman, Jila Mahila Samman, Nirbhaya Mahila Police Volunteer, Mahila Shakti Kendra. The main objective of gender budgeting: first, to ensure the equality. The basic objective of gender budgeting is to bring the gender equality in the allocation of fund and to enhance the women participation in the decision making process that shape their life. Gender equality requires that the women and men have equal condition for realizing their full human right and potential to contribute to national, political, economical, social, and cultural development to benefit from the result. And the second objective, to ensure social and economic empowerment of women. Gender budgeting as a tool and technique for women empowerment ensures social and economic empowerment of women for creating an enabling environment through various development policies and programs so as to enable them to realize their full potential and making work economically independent and self reliant. The third one is to ensure the gender justice. Gender justice through gender budgeting aim to eliminate all the form of gender discrimination and allow women to enjoy their right and fundamental freedom on par with a man in all sphere. And the fourth one is to ensure the effective role of women in day-to-day affairs beyond kitchen. Through gender budgeting, women can play effective role in day-to-day affair beyond kitchen because on the basis of comparative advantage, women can contribute in a better way that the kitchen providing them professional training can do this. This will improve their efficiency to, to work outside and they will be able to play their role in an effective manner. Fifth one is to discharge the duty and responsibility of women in most effective manner. Gender budgeting helps to improve the level of education and hence capacity to work outside so that the women can focus on their duties and responsibilities in an effective manner. Next, to improve human relation in all kind of relationship between man and woman. Gender budgeting can help to improve the human relation between man and woman by giving them equal status in society. If a woman is educated, employed and hence empowered, she know her right and will be treated as per with men. This will help to develop the better man and woman relationship. The seventh is to ensure proper allocation of resource in various development activity. Proper allocations of resource play a vital role in achieving the objective of women empowerment. It directly promotes the women development in a various development activity and reduce opportunity for empowerment of women through budgetary cut. Proper allocation resource in various development activities have increased women unpaid work burden that is increasing subside for women empowerment in the economic. The eighth is to ensure optimal distributions of resource for gender relation. Gender budget are an important tool for women empowerment, ensure optimal distribution of resource to improve gender relation through the reduction of gender gap in development process. It helps to reduce economic inequality between man and woman as well as between the rich and poor. The ninth one and last is to bring efficiency equity economic system. Gender sensitive budget with its dual dimension of equity and efficiency would act as catalyst in empowering women. It requires complete control on utilization of resource to bring efficiency and equity in the allocation of public fund by identifying its implications for women empowerment. It doesn't require more money for women. Hence, the aim to ensure a fair, just, and efficient utilization of resource for the all-round development of women. The objective of gender budgeting will be fulfilled only when it reaches the needy and deprived woman. When a woman is empowered, it does not mean that another individual become powerless or less powerful. On the contrary, if a woman is empowered, her competence towards decision making will surely influence her family behavior. The presence of these effects will thus create social multiplier where aggregate power will be greater than individual power, and the social rate of return on investment in women which is higher than men gives the rationale for gender budgeting a most important justification for women empowerment. Hence, the aim is to ensure a fair, just, and efficient utilization of resource for the women empowerment. Therefore, the gender budgeting for women empowerment is an attempt to give the women the place in the economy that shape their lives. But we have noted that the gender budgeting has not been given the place in our budgeting process as it deserves. If we want to empower women into a reality, it is necessary to look beyond. Gender budget needs to formulate in such a way that they facilitate gender analysis in the formulation of government budget as well as allocation of resource. The analysis has to cover every rupees of public expenditure. We need to understand and interrupt the concept of gender budgeting in a continuous manner, and this attempt is a right step in